Silence!
White Lily Cookie!
That ghost is tormenting her!
No, it's about time to embrace your true self!
I understand it now. The storm within your heart. I would have made the same choice at the witches' banquet. Truth. Truth brings nothing but suffering.
Quiet.
White Lily Cookie.
You're not pure vanilla cookie.
Do you too hate me? Because of the way I changed?
Bloom! Pure vanilla cookie would never approve of the deeds I've committed. I know it. The voices. They're gone.
White Lily Cookie managed to pacify the spirits.
But her dough, it almost looks burnt. My dough hasn't crumbled yet. Nor did the light of my soul gem fade. I must learn about the binding ritual. I can still endure.
Look at you, struggling to escape from the grasp of your sins. How pitiful. Your crumbling dough may resist the corruption, but in the end, it will change nothing. The light of your soul gem will fade.
Sweet slumber, this is my penitence.
Eternal flame! Oh, it's
Sweet slumber, this is my penitence.
Eternal flame!
Darkness descends upon this hall.
What are those glowing jewels?
Those be soul gems.
The power that was meant to be shared by all fell to the hands of a chosen few once more.
You may have created this world of shimmering white fog, where all meaning is lost. But I will make sure you remember my name, for I will keep shouting it loud and clear until my very last breath. I am not just a cookie. I am Dark Cacao Cookie!
How can someone who has forsaken everything prevail over someone who has lost everything? Remember this moment and taste the bitterness of regret.
Despite all the hardships, everything I heard and felt, my faith did not die out. Amidst the fog, there has always been a light, beckoning. Will I ever reach it? I don't know. But I will never stop walking towards it.
You can try to scare me all you want. Nothing will shake me. I will run away from my fears no longer. Even if pain and sorrow bring me down to my knees, I will rise again and again and march on forward.
Those are...
White Lily Cookie's friends.
Behold, to oppose the darkness looming over the world, to protect cookies from harm, your companions have ascended. But what of you? Ever since you opened your eyes, you could not hear the voice of the soul gem, not even the faintest whisper.
How do you...
Soul gem speaks to soul gem. Even divided, they resonate. And yet, yours remains silent. No wonder, for you have long forsaken freedom in favor of your own ambition.
I know. That is why I have to try and mend what I've broken. Even if the water was spilt, I must try and gather every drop.
That water was tainted long ago. It will only poison what little is left. Your soul gem lies dormant, because freedom is not what you truly desire. Let me ask you this. Why do you wish to know what you are scheming?
It took but a split second.
For his blade to reach White Lily Cookie.
Speak the truth. You still believe in the cause, even if the methods are wrong.
I do.
You wish to see how your plans will unfold.
I do.
Oh, and I thought I was the clown!
Silence! You say you want to make everything right, yet you walk the same old path that led to those very wrongs. You speak of freedom, but you only deceive yourself. Soon your soul gem will lose its light completely.
That's not true.
Is it? You have made nothing but wrong choices, countless mistakes. You have already forsaken freedom once and chose to forge your own, different future. Evil twists and corrupts even the most noble, most selfless intentions. And you are nothing but a broken, fractured, tainted husk of your former self. What freedom can you possibly offer to Cookie kind? No. You, whose soul is stained by sins beyond forgiveness, cannot wield the soul gem of freedom. There is only one possible outcome for you. Dark Enchantress Cookie.
No.
Even on the brink of the grave, you deny your truth. But I shall grant it. The future that you truly desire.
White Lily Cookie, come to your senses.
She's suffering.
Emerge as Dark Enchantress Cookie!
No! This isn't what I want!
Dark Enchantress Cookie.
The soul gem is about to shatter! No, I won't! I will not become Dark Enchantress Cookie!
True freedom is impossible. Once I believed that solidarity would unite Cookie kind and set us all free. I dreamed, united, we could save every single life. Together we would build a world where everyone is free to choose their destiny. It was a foolish dream. Instead, the cookies who owed their lives to solidarity
At last, the Order of Kalanamet is no more.
chose to worship indiscriminate destruction and oppression of the weak.
True enlightenment shall dawn upon this land.
They chose to submit to the inevitable doom and surrender to the void of apathy.
We have successfully relieved them of their duties.
They chose to deny the meaning of life and give in to sloth that promised escape from the smallest of pains.
I Is this the truth?
They chose to hide the truth away behind the veil of deceit. But I chained the corrupt. I pierced their dough with silver forks. I imprisoned their spirits within the silver tree for all eternity. And I loathed the gods who kept silence as the darkness of evil shrouded the world. But you staked everything upon a morsel of godly power. No, what you wanted wasn't freedom. You want to scorch the world clean with your burning rage.
Sweet slumber! This is my penitence!
Eternal flame! Oh, it's gotta
Sweet
be
slumber! This is my penitence!
Silence!
The chamber has changed once again.
Crumbled cookies. Spirits pouring out from the portal.
Our garden lies in ruin. Foul, sticky cream. The stench of burnt butter in the air. War has come to the Vanilla Kingdom.
Regard! This is a world crafted by your dark soul. The soul gem remains silent, unable to answer the calling of your heart.
And what of that? All I wanted was a solution. A way to escape the fate of being eaten. The cookie heart cannot be swayed by dreams alone. Violence, war, conflict. Too often we turn a blind icing to what we cannot see. This shield.
Is that why you started the Dark Flower War?
Your war shattered the bonds between all of us.
You destroyed everything I held dear. And for what? Who let you decide what cookies should be?
That was your last chance. The last crossroads. A single choice that could lead you to every answer you sought.
Your vanilla cookie.
Do you see it at last? How unlike you were. Face the truth and admit what you really are. Reveal your nature that unleashed evil upon this world.
Now it's time to rejoice.
Silence.
The audience chamber. We're back. What happened to White Lily Cookie?
Her dough and soul have finally met.
Unworthy. Through and through.
Oh, but I wonder. If one's worth is determined by imperfection, then perhaps no cookie deserves anything at all. Hopes, dreams, they bear no significance if all things fragile and sweet are meant to crumble by design. If the freedom you speak of is only meant to be granted to those who carry no sin, then it's nothing more than a deluded idealist fantasy. Look at you. All of you, who were created to spread the word of the witches across our world. What happened to your mission? How did it all end,
Are you done prattling?
You may destroy the beast, their dough and souls, but one day, another cookie will rise. A cookie who shares my beliefs. Once more, the world shall burn in the flame of war. Burnt flour will scatter in the wind, taking innocent lives. And so the freedom you wish for will never come. Is this the future you desire? But not I. If my dough is tarnished by the ashes of my past, if nothing can be put to rights, then I have no other option than to see my plan through. If such is your wish, Silent Salt Cookie, I shall become Dark Enchantress Cookie. And I will seize freedom my way.
Those were your final words.
No!
White Lily Cookie's dough is burning!
Sweet slumber! This is my penitence!
Eternal flame! Oh, it's
Sweet slumber! This is my penitence!
Eternal
Silence.
flame!
Once again, I'm falling. To be reborn. As Dark Enchantress Cookie.
Are you certain? Certain that you won't regret this decision?
Asking the same question will not change the future.
Are you truly going to abandon your fight for the freedom of all cookie kind? This time? Have you forgotten the sense of quiet wonder that filled your whole being the moment you opened your eyes in the White Lily field?
All this time you remain silent, and now you speak to me? Only now, when my soul gem is on the verge of shattering.
Countless times I called out to you in your slumber, even though my voice was weak and quiet. I was yearning for someone to hear my call. Yet ever since you awoke, you could not hear me. Once again, you failed to leave your past, your despair, your betrayal behind, and take a step beyond, towards the hope for all cookie kind. I had no choice but to keep silent. For I would have lost my light once more, had you chosen anguish and fear.
I don't remember. Ever since I opened my eyes, everything has been hazy. I couldn't forgive myself for hurting my friends, but at the same time, I couldn't help but sympathize with my determination. Did I make another grave mistake?
Think. Remember the source of your curiosity. How can a cookie so young and frail set themselves free in a world filled with injustice?
White Lily Cookie, don't pay it too much thought.
Ginger Brave.
Do you know why cookies were first created?
I'm free to choose what I run for and where I'm running towards. That way, the adventure never ends.
Remember the moments of pondering the nature of cookie existence.
My heart was breaking every time I thought how fragile we are. How we crumble so easily. How sweet we are. And how beautiful our world is. The gentle warmth of sunlight. And the force of life itself that travels across the world and comes back time and time again.
So please, receive the remainder of the Guardian's power.
How someone willingly gives away their own life to let someone else live.
No! Caramel me! Don't go!
Even if I did, I'm useless now without my light of passion. Mustn't give up. Mustn't give up. For my kingdom, my treasures.
How we carry on. Broken. Fractured. Imperfect.
I will be awaiting the moment we meet again.
How a cookie who committed unforgivable sins can find their way back to those she once called friends.
Nothing but a net!
Silence!
Sweet slumber.
It's
This
gotta
is my
be the
penitence.
eternal flame! Oh, it's
Sweet
gotta be
slumber. This is
the
my penitence.
eternal
Silence.
flame!
White Lily Cookie's dough is ablaze. And yet, she's walking. Walking towards Silent Salt Cookie.
Her soul gem's radiance is growing brighter.
I thought only I had what it takes to travel here. I thought that only I can endure the magic from the times before creation. That I can't let anyone else fall victim to its relentless force. In the end, both of us are myself. I believe that just like I swore to wrestle cookies from the cruel principles of nature, I alone could grant them true freedom.
And you still believe?
No, I was wrong. I was arrogant. I convinced myself I was different from other cookies. I let myself believe that I'm more than a foolish, imperfect, burnt cookie who caused so much pain and suffering.
Your self-chastisement will not save you.
Say what you will. This is all a part of my quest. It doesn't matter, really. Freedom is not what one can grant. True freedom comes when every cookie finds the strength to confront their destiny. An emissary of the divines, a hungry beggar, even one whose past is marred with ashes. All deserve a chance for freedom. And if I was born of my own volition, I will guide Cookie Kind to a place where freedom awaits.
White Lily Cookie?
She's changed. Just as Dark Enchantress Cookie was reborn in the flames of the God's Oven, White Lily Cookie was reborn here, in this tomb.
She has finally found what she was looking for.
And so you chose to reject the destined silence. Is that the path to freedom that you found?
What a relief.
If you are willing to incinerate your dough and soul for freedom, I shall expunge evil from this world as my gift to it. But I am not yet convinced. In the beginning, the witches granted us the virtues meant to reshape this world. But when the virtues fell, the witches left us. There was a time when each cookie was gifted free will by their creators, but they reduced us to a mere tasty treat, fated to be consumed. Your power stems from a corrupted source. Prove to me that you will not use it for evil.
The footsteps I have left behind are stained by the ashes of my crumbling, burning dough. If such is the price of your trust, I shall pay it.
Prove your worth. Silence.
Sweet slave of my
It's
penitence!
gonna be fun!
Sweet slumber!
Silence. Silence.
Sweet slumber!
Eternal flame!
Admit defeat. Your banner points the way to freedom. The path neither the gods nor their emissaries would reveal. As the world became tainted by evil, I waited. I waited, watching cookie kind face their limits and endure pain. For the one who would show the way towards the future of unlimited potential. I kneel before you. All these long years, I carried only my faint hope. I kneel before you, oh freedom.
You've walked a long path. I merely followed your footsteps.
And yet, before I pass on its secret, I must ask, do you trust me, a betrayer?
My dough and soul are halved. I betrayed my friends and started wars. Yet even so, I found my path. Our path to freedom.
What a joyous moment.
Knights of Kalanamek, I repent, for I failed your solidarity. I accept your resentment, for I sense your silent gazes piercing my back. Willingly I tarnished my honor in pursuit of vengeance against evil and corruption. Now rest. Let go your grudges, and find peace.
Lord Commander, I ask you not to give orders your knights cannot obey. I speak not as the master of the trials, but as a fellow knight. We follow you, harboring no grudge or resentment. Let us march behind you once more. That is our only wish.
Then I shall gladly grant it. Be my blade in the coming battle, O noble knights!
I never thought sunlight could be so radiant. A single ray, piercing through the leaden clouds. Yet somehow...
It can grant life to a flower, even in this barren land.
Or perhaps, there was a cookie who planted a seed. Why didn't you tell him? That little cookie. No. All your ancestors who kept their promise until the very end.
How did ye?
And so, my guess was right. I merely followed my questions, just like White Lily Cookie would. You knew about Salt Cellar Cookie, unlike the ghostly knights. She took the young, the sick, and the elderly to the catacombs, and thus allowed them to escape Silent Salt Cookie's curse. And...
I hope Commander will be happy to see these.
I saw that child myself, planting flowers.
The ancestors taught us that solidarity persists against all odds, like a wildflower.
And like yourself, who found your way back here.
An embarrassing tale. The salt of solidarity's teaching spread across the Great Barren, touching the hearts of me ancestors. For long years, they watched over this forsaken land and its restless spirits. Now look, the spirits and I live in solidarity again. One day, me ancestors' conviction will bloom for Silent Salt Cookie to see. And what of ye, Pastry Cookie? You found what ye been searching for?
I believe I have. I will leave the Order. This place has shown me that our paths must diverge.
A shattered faith.
My heart feels oddly light. White Lily Cookie found strength to oppose the silence of her past. I too shall not be silent, not about what I've seen.
White Lily Cookie would be glad to hear it.
When I woke up, she was nowhere to be found. As always, that cookie's mind remains a mystery to me.
That be our White Lily Cookie.
I hope that one day, my gratitude too will find its way to her. If what you said is right. But something troubles me still.
Aye.
Thank you. What you told me is more important than you think.
And thus, I too became a traitor. Don't look at me like that. I'm sure your friends...
I can't go back to them. Your story and the witch's magic. I've learned much more than I anticipated. Now I understand why I couldn't trace myself. The path ahead of me will put my friends in grave danger.
White Lily Cookie.
Like the darkness of the solar eclipse, our time together was destined to be brief. The moment we meet again. I cannot stop now. Only I know what's at stake. Only I know my plans.